In 1996, four blaxploitation era movie stars reunited for a film that personally I think is a classic, and it's called Original Gangsta Movie. The cast included stars like Fred Williamson, who you should know from movies like Black Caesar back in the 70s, Jim Brown as well, who you should know from movies like Slams in the 70s, again, blaxploitation era stuff, the legendary Pam Grier, who was essentially the star of all stars in that era, and of course Richard Roundtree, who was the original John Shaft from the 70s films. Other fun facts about that film is also that Fred Williamson and Jim Brown were pro football players, if you didn't know. This was Fred Williamson back in the day when he used to play ball. And this is Jim Brown. Of course, we know he was very active off the field as well, helping progress things. But yeah, huge football stars who transitioned into film on the back of a successful sports career. So if you've ever seen a 70s black exploitation film, then you know they essentially kind of all have similar plots. It's all about, basically a person rising through the ranks, taking on, you know, the man, et cetera, et cetera. Original gangster film was dope because essentially Fred Williamson and Jim Brown were playing these guys who started a collective, we'll call them, back in like the 70s. They left their neighborhood and they came back, and the young people have destroyed the neighborhood, and now they're trying to like bring balance back and take over. And you should recognize that person in that picture right there. So if you've ever seen the Jamie Foxx show, which was on air around the same time this movie was made, this is Christopher B. Duncan who played Braxton on the Jamie Foxx show. Now the dope thing about Original Gangster Movie is that this was a dramatic role for him. So he wasn't playing a comedic guy at all. He was the main protagonist. He was a street guy and very believable in this role. So I mean, if for nothing else, check it out for that reason. That said, for me personally, this was the first film that I ever seen a Helly Hansen coat in. Now, Helly Hansen was really big in the North. Of course, they have those frigid winters. In the South, you really didn't see these like that. We had like starter jackets and different kind of coats, but yeah, this was the first time I had ever seen this brand, and I didn't know that it was a '90s staple. Like Funk Flex used to wear it. It was a whole thing. All that said, if you need something to watch this weekend, I highly recommend you check out this film. Really good, really solid. I mean, the plot is kind of predictable. Shaheem from the Wu Tang Clan is actually in here as well, and I don't think you can go wrong checking out a film with heavyweights like this. So let me know what you think if you see it though. Peace.